with Ciscoe Morris, and you are like you're the man.
Oh, la, la.
Yeah. You had quite a following out there.
Oh, that was great. I like, if the room isn't full, I am totally disappointed. It's got to be totally full, standing room only, or I'm not satisfied.
Well, that's terrific. We were talking a little earlier, and you said you have been to every single one of these flower and garden shows here in Seattle. You've spoken at every single one since its inception.
Yeah. It's really amazing to me that I do all these things. I never dreamed I would, but it's really exciting. Yeah, I'm on, let's see, 2 different TV shows weekly, one my own, one with my TV partner, Megan Black. Then we do special shows for the news that we do. And then I also write for the Seattle Times, our newspaper here. So, and I wrote a book, of course, and I'm trying to write another one. I'm a year behind now. So in another 10 years, it'll be done, I guarantee it.
Well, we were talking that we're a little disappointed that you couldn't exude a little more energy. It seemed like you kind of had them eating out of your hand up there at the podium. So now you specialize. Obviously, you're the gardening guru, and you've written a book here. It's called Ask Ciscoe: Your Gardening Questions Answered. When did you write this?
I wrote that book about 3 years ago, I think. And it ended up the #1 selling garden book in the United States for quite a while, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, it's but I need to get a new one done. But it's a fun book because it's question and answer, and it's got a lot of humor in it because I really think humor is what makes life important, or fun and worth living,
Is it specific to the Seattle area? Now, I know your talk was kind of concerning different plants that grow during the colder winter months. Does this kind of talk about what happens in Seattle, or is this kind of universal to?
I think it's more universal, because like one of my TV shows in 6 different states. So
wow.
It shows in Alaska. So I have to kind of know what to do. You know what the main question I get from Alaska is? I get 2 questions from Alaska. How do you keep moose out of your garden? That's easy. Just get a Jack Russell Terrier, And the other one's, how do you grow marijuana? So, hey, I'm used to everything,
So how do you grow marijuana? No.
Well, I told the guy I couldn't answer it. It's a family question. He called back the next week with a different name. Said he was growing tomatoes in the basement. So I'm used to everything.
Right. Well, now I heard also that you started gardening at a really early age, 12 years old, or kind of you got bit by the ladybug or whatever.
Well, I used to garden with my grandma, Maud O'Hara. She was married to Waldo Reichart, but if you called her Maud Reichart, she chased you with a broom. I never figured that one out, but I used to garden with her, and they put up signs looking for an adult assistant gardener for this church. I didn't even go to this church, so I went down there. At first, I told my grandma, I'm going to get that job down at the church, and my name, Ciscoe, is a nickname that comes from watching a TV show you probably never even heard of, the Ciscoe Kid. So I always gardened in a sombrero, It was a great sombrero. It had little balls hanging down. I wish I still had it, But so I went down there in my sombrero and just harassed this poor priest in charge of hiring. First time, the 5th time I went in there, first time I ever heard a priest swear. He went, all right, you little blankety blank. You got the job now. Get out of here. Don't ever come in this office again. And then I came swaggering in my sombrero and told this poor gardener that I was his new assistant gardener.
Oh, no.
It's the first time I saw a grown man cry, But that guy taught me a ton over time.
That's what I was going to say. It kind of got you started out on this whole adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Now, after being here for 24 years at the Flower and Garden Show, what would you say is your most favorite part about the entire production, the 4-day event?
Well, I love the gardens. I mean, it's so fun. These people are so creative and so full of energy to come up with these ideas, and then, they spend a whole year planning them out, because I know a lot of the garden designers. Every time I see them, they're like, oh, I got to find this to put in that garden, It's so exciting. And then to see what they come up with that they can do in 72 hours is unbelievable. So that's my second favorite thing. But I love the shopping the best, especially for rare plants, you know, because I have never met a rare plant I haven't fallen in love with yet. So
And that was evident by watching your show. We really appreciate you taking time out to talk with us, and here's 24 more years.
all right, 24 more. I'll go for that.
Thanks, Ciscoe.
Oh, you betcha.
All right.